Get ready to enter the Thrive Time Show.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top, teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of five, that's why I'm alive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio, and now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get here.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things we picked up when we picked up the Thrive 15 team was an entire team. You want an SEO guy that knows things about search engine optimization? Got it. You got a website guy that's built big websites like Garth Brooks' website? Awesome, we have it. He's coming in. If I had to pay for that on my own, outside of Thrive 15, there's just no way. For us, one of our most immediate needs when I got connected with Clay was technology. We had a website, but I had a website in Tulsa, our other partner had a website in Colorado. They did everything from doing a drone video where they flew over all of our markets with a drone. They integrated that into our site. They built every single thing that I think of, they do. We do a podcast. If I was gonna produce my own podcast, there's no, I mean, that alone, just that alone would be what I pay Thrive, just for that. But then if you add the fact that I've got, if I need a business card design, if I need a website build, if I need this, if I need that, I know what I would pay for that. If I had to go a la carte, I feel guilty sometimes, like I don't probably write a big enough check for the value that I get. I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs that have ideas what they want to do with their business and how they want to grow and what market they want to be in and how they can increase production and do all this. But it's not about having 4,000 ideas. It's about having 12 and executing them 4,000 times. That's the trick, in my opinion, and that's where Thrive's value comes in. I feel like I have my own staff, my own, like, I don't know, 20-person team that when I need something, I just go to them and it happens.
All right, Thrive Nation, on today's show, we're joined by 2 members of the team, and we're talking about how to build systems that people who are not you can do. And so I'm going to pick on our two newest members of the team here. So, ma'am, could you introduce yourself to the listeners out there? First name, and what are you doing?
Yeah, so my name is Melody. I am 17, and currently we are taking the footage from one of the retreats and conferences, and we are editing it down to smaller videos.
Okay, and had you ever edited videos before you had worked here?
Not at all.
Really?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, and contestant number 2, what is your name, ma'am?
My name is Mary Caroline. I am 15, and I'm also editing videos from the conference. But I have edited videos.
You
before.
have before,
yes,
okay,
for fun.
Okay, but
I'm cool.
But you both are doing it. You're now about a week in here.
Yeah.
Yes, today is 1 week.
So Melody, how's it going? What was the biggest challenge learning how to do the new job?
Yeah, it was definitely the software because I've never done anything with technology. I'm not a big tech person.
It's probably good for yourself.
Yeah. So learning all of the hardware and software and how to do it was challenging at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy and you're on a roll.
But you're in kind of a flow now?
Yeah.
MC, what about for you? How was it?
It was definitely like information overload, and I am introverted, which shocks a lot of people, but like it was definitely a learning curve trying to retrain my brain to keep going, like even after I got stressed out. And just like it was a whole new, I've never had, this is my very first job, and so the only thing I could really compare this to was school, and it's totally different. So it was learning a whole way of like when to take breaks and how to take care of yourself and how to still do this job the best of my ability.
Yeah, so this is your first job ever.
This is my first job
Melody,
ever.
how many jobs have you had before now?
3.
And I'm not looking for the names of the employers or whatever, but how do they go?
It was really good. I love working.
You do love working. How does working here, Melody, compare to the other jobs you've had?
Oh, it's completely different. I've never had an office job. I've either been in the food industry or something like that. But working here with all the people, the energy here is definitely overwhelming in the best way possible.
Is it kind of more fun, or is it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, the restaurant, what was the most challenging part working at the restaurant? Was it like a chain, or was it a local business? Or
it was a chain. I'll say it was Schlotsky's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily the most difficult job in the world, but I think it was balancing your relationships with your coworkers and having fun with getting down to business and getting the customers and putting them first.
So what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to go to, if you're listening right now, we want to go to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire. That's thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire. And when you go there, you can download a free copy of the book we'll be teaching from here. This is called A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich. And we're going to page 88. And Melody, if you could read the second paragraph on down, that would be great. Page 88 is where we're reading from.
Second paragraph. Okay. I mean no disrespect when I say this, but those dudes get me for $176 every time I come in for the $19 oil change. I love it. They have built a very efficient presentation layer at Jiffy Lube. Go there and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Let's pause real quick here. Have either, Melody, have you ever paid to have your oil changed?
Yes, once.
Once. Okay. And so where did you go?
Jiffy Lube.
Did you?
Yeah.
And did you spend more than $19? Did they say something else?
I did.
What did they sell you?
I had to get the filter on my engine replaced.
So you went in for the $19 oil change,
Mm-hmm.
and then they said, hey, while you're here, we noticed that your air filter needs to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that they tried to convince you to fix or repair, or windshield wipers or?
No, I'm pretty firm about that stuff.
Okay, so you shut them down,
Yeah.
but you said yes to the filter.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what it cost you total?
I think it was around $120.
$120?
Yeah.
Okay. And so again, I'm just pointing this out that this is what I'm talking about. If you have a great system in place, you should be able to find somebody who's 15 years old, 18 years old, or we have people on our team. I mean, we had a new hire a few months ago that was in her late 60s, and everyone should be able to figure out how to do that job quickly and effectively within a week. And if you don't have the systems and processes in place, then that's a weird job, and it's more of an art at that point. Let's read the third paragraph, if you can, from this page of the book.
Yeah. This is why Steve Jobs absolutely nailed it with the iPad, iPod, and the iPhone. He recognized that people were not rejecting technology enhancements designed to make their life easier and more efficient. They were rejecting the format in which the technology was being delivered. He and his team watched humans interact with technology, and they developed the iPod as a device that non-nerd would love to use. With all due respect to the nerds reading this. He and his team focused on developing products that would be easy to use by almost anybody. You didn't have to know the code or how to be a computer hacker to use the products they developed. My 6-year-old daughter, Scarlett, has figured out how to text her grandma, and we have never had a conversation, training, or an all-day workshop to show her how.
Now, quick time out. Now, Scarlett's now 12. And at the time I originally wrote that, she was 6 years old, but she could figure out how to use the technology. And, and whenever you're an employer, if you're out there listening today and you have a business, and if you have a very complex system, it's going to be difficult for you to scale your company. So imagine that you guys came into work your first day, Melody, and I gave you a big old workbook, a syllabus of the 45 pages of things that you need to know to do the job. How would you have processed that?
I would have cried.
You would have?
I would have cried.
Yeah.
I might have walked out the door.
Now, I worked at a restaurant, worked at Applebee's growing up, worked at other restaurants. I remember one of the businesses I worked at, the owner gave me this huge manual. It was a small business, and it wasn't Applebee's, but it was a small business, locally owned. It's called the Pizza Factory. And the owner said, here's the handbook of the things you need to know before you get started. And it was, it had to be maybe even 100 pages. It was a pretty thick workbook.
Oh, no.
And he couldn't scale his business. I'd like to ask you this question, Melody. Why do you think a local business owner would struggle to teach employees how to make pizza if it required them having a massive binder?
Because pizza is not paper. And it's hard to translate those words to actual what you're doing. And so hands-on is better.
So that when you worked at Schlotsky's, what kind of things did they have? Because that's an established brand. What kind of things did they provide you with so that you were able to go out there and be successful?
The training sessions, watching and shadowing people, and what they did and how they did it. And then
shadowing?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like you're observing someone else doing it well?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you play any sports, Melody?
Not really, no.
Okay. What about you, MC? What sports do you play?
I play lacrosse.
Lacrosse. And did you learn by someone giving you a manual, or how did you learn lacrosse?
Honestly, my story is kind of niche because I learned alongside my coaches because it's very new in our area.
Yeah.
So it was genuinely watching a lot of YouTube videos, of how other people did it and how other people played their specific positions. There's a lot of going to camps by people who have been in the sport for a long time, by listening to people that have played for a long time, by observing and doing hands-on stuff, not by just sitting and reading.
Now, Melody, you're into the fitness space, right? That's what you're into. So when you did somebody, do you have like a workout partner? Did you have like some like trainer or something, or you just kind of figure it out, or how did you get going?
Actually a lot of research, a lot of Googling how to do it, watching videos on how to do it. I've only worked with a personal trainer one time and showed me how to use the different machines, but
now if you're out there today, I just want to make sure we're getting this idea. If you hire someone to come work in your business, you can't have a verbal tribal knowledge only representation of your business. You've got to have systems in place that allow people to learn how to do the systems quickly. Now, Daniel, your classmate here, he works up here, and he's one of the most hilarious people I've ever met. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know how he's good. I don't know. I mean, it's a wild thing, but Daniel was able to pick up his job skills within a week. And then Joey, who works up here, Joey's a little bit more calm there. Yeah. Joey picked it up within a week, but then we also had a lady in our team, like I said, in her mid-60s, start the job, could figure it out within a week. And I just want to encourage everybody today, if you are out there today and you're stuck and you don't know how to grow a business, a big challenge is being able to build systems and processes in a way that other people who are not you can do. Can you read the little quote box from Steve Jobs there?
Yeah. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple, but it's worth it in the end because once you get there, you can move mountains. Steve Jobs.
So let's talk about this for a second. Let's say you have all these great systems in place. And I'm sure neither one of you have ever witnessed this at school, but if you ever met somebody, I'm not rhetorically, I'm not asking, but met people that they just don't want to be there.
Yep.
And I'm saying, so when if no matter what systems you have in place, it's not going to go well if you have the wrong people. So I want to walk through some of the things we have in place to help you guys, and hopefully this is helpful. One is shadowing. I'd like to get your thoughts, Melody. With the shadowing thing, was that an important process for you here?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Shadowing. Okay. The second is having sort of like a coach / mentor. Melody, who's working with you whenever you have questions?
Haley is.
Haley, and then MC, who's working with you?
Katie.
Okay. And I highly recommend when you hire new employees, you have like a wing person or an assistant, someone to help them. How has that helped you, Melody, having somebody that can respond to your questions?
You learn by asking questions. And so having that person to bounce off immediately sitting right behind you to ask all those questions and to watch them and learn from them is so important.
Now, step 3, you got to have core metrics, or we call them key performance indicators. Again, how many videos can you edit at this point, MC, per hour?
3.
3.
Yep.
Okay. And so the way it works is, per video you're editing, you're going to make $7. If you do 3, you make $21 per hour. If you do 4, it's $28 an hour. If you do 1, it's $7 an hour. You kind of can do the math there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of businesses I've worked with in the past that have no concept of how long things should take. And therefore people tend to take all the time possible. My son has a little landscaping scheme he's working on right now. And he's hired different people that have found a way to take 4 hours to mow the same lawn than it takes somebody 15 minutes to mow.
Interesting.
Why is that, do you think, Melody, that if you don't tell your staff, every time you mow a lawn, it should take you 15 minutes, in his case, where he's doing residential lawns. And for doing so, you're going to make $10. Why is it that if you don't define how long it should take and how much money they're going to make, that people could take 4 hours doing the same task?
Because they have no motivation to follow that timeline. Because if you tell them, that's the expectation and they have to meet expectations.
There it is. Okay. So again, 1, you do the shadowing. 2, you have a coach and a mentor. 3, you have these core key performance indicators. We're moving on now to page number 90. Page number 90, folks, from the book, A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich. Page 90. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you fire off here the 47 ways to present your processes to your teammates. I'm going to have you read them off, and we're going to fire through all 47. And I will interject if need be as we get through all 47. Go for it.
All right. Checklist, step-by-step videos that your employees will actually watch.
So checklist, that's 1. Okay. Second was what?
Step-by-step videos that your employees will actually watch.
Do you have those, or have you had those at previous jobs?
Yes.
Okay. Next one.
Customized worksheets.
Okay. Worksheets. Again, this would just be another way to graphically explain what you're doing. What's the next one?
One sheet.
That one sheet. And this is number 4, right? Can you read off the number 2? I'm just kind of keeping track mentally.
Number 5, call scripts.
Call scripts. Yep. If you have people on the phone, make sure you have a script for them. Next one.
Number 6, documented work company guidelines.
And this is big. Dress code. The dress code thing. In our office, I really don't have a problem with that, but I have worked at other places where if you don't have a dress code, it gets kind of crazy pretty quick. So have everything documented there. Next one.
Number 7, customer relationship management software.
That would be like the software that you're using to engage with the job. And so in this case, you guys are using, I believe, spreadsheets,
Yes.
Adobe Premiere. That's what we're using right now.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, next.
Number 8, written guidelines.
Yeah, and the guidelines would be in this case, what commercial to add to the videos that you guys are editing, what the expectations are, a best practice example. Next one.
9, menu pricing.
Yes. My mind is always blown when I run into people that want their employees to memorize all of the prices. I worked at one restaurant back in the day where the owner demanded it. And it turned out that none of my college buddies could do the job. Because it was like, you have to memorize everything on the menu and all the prices or you can't work here. We're all like, well, it's not going to work out well. Okay, next one. What do you got?
10, pricing lists.
Pricing lists. MC, why would it be helpful if you got a new job working somewhere that it'd be nice if the prices were written down somewhere?
Because I'm a very visual kinesthetic person. If I didn't have those there, if it's not written down, it doesn't happen.
You're the first person to say visual kinesthetic on this show. Okay, continue.
11, employee handbooks.
Gotta have an employee handbook. At a certain point, you'll want to document your vision for your company, what you're all about. That way, everyone's on the same page, same expectations. Next one.
12, training mastery checklists.
This would be like if you worked here, if it was a career path, and I said in order to become a business consultant, you'd have to master videography, photography, web development, search engine, online ads, etc. And you have a checklist of all the things you've learned. That way, we know who we can promote. Okay, next.
13, step-by-step instructions.
Yeah, you got to have step-by-step instructions. Don't have a verbal tribal knowledge. Next one.
14, spreadsheets with built-in formulas.
That's really helpful if you have a business that requires complex math. Next one.
15, pre-approved logos and photography.
If you're in a field where the staff is updating documents a lot, you want to have pre-approved logos saved somewhere with the right colors so that they're all standardized. Next one.
16, pre-approved videography samples and clips.
Yeah, and again, if you don't, then people have to run around working via guesswork. And all of these are found on page 92 of the book here, page 92, 91, page 90. They're all here for you, folks. I encourage you, go right now to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire and download it. Next one.
17, pre-approved audio samples and clips.
Yep, next one.
18, file naming system.
That's huge. If people don't know how to name, and you guys are numbering your files and naming them properly, and that way we can, from an accountability perspective, make sure we pay you for all the work you do. And if we didn't, we wouldn't have any idea what we're doing. Okay, next one.
19, file nomenclature rules, how you name things.
Okay, MC, do you, at school at Metro, is there jargon that is used? Like
Yes.
little, like slang?
Yes.
Is there particular slang that is repeatable on this show that is thrown around often at the school where your parents or people from a different decade would not know what you're talking about?
Yes. Sometimes we call our school the academy.
The academy?
Like if someone from another school like does something that's like kind of out there inappropriate, we kind of joke to each other like, oh, we wouldn't do that at the academy because we get made fun of for how like stuck up we are sometimes, which is not true, but it's okay.
Melody, do you guys have jargon that you use at your school?
Yes.
What are some examples of jargon?
We're a cardboard box because we don't have windows at our school.
No, we don't either.
You don't have windows
Mm-mm.
in the school at all?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We have a glass foyer opening, but other than that, we have no windows.
We don't either.
Really?
Must be a
It's
private
kind
school
of
thing.
depressing. Yeah.
I never thought about that. Okay, well, again, these are just things where sometimes there's things that are common sense to you, but they're not common to the new hire. So you want to document all that. Next one.
20, pre-vetted vendor lists.
Yeah, you just don't like, as an example, every time we do a business conference every 2 months, and every 2 months, I use the same mariachis.
Oh,
I use the same
see.
mariachis every time. I use the same catering company. I use because they work. I use the same helicopter rental company because they've proven themselves. You want to have that documented somewhere. Next one.
21, standardized product numbers.
This makes it easy to keep track of inventory so you're not running around wondering where microphone 14 went. Next one.
22, standardized equipment numbers.
This would be if you're like a disc jockey or a landscaper or a home builder, you want to enumerate all of your tools so you don't have things wander off the job site. Next one.
23, custom coded software to automate processes.
Yeah, anytime you can automate something by building software to do it, do it. Next one.
24, written company policies.
You just have to document your policies. If you don't, it gets weird. Next one.
25, written company mission statement.
That's helpful for people to know. If everybody out there that wants to know, my entire reason that I built the Thrive Time show and why I've been doing this since 2005 is I like to grow companies, and I find it to be very easy to do. Let me give you a story. Melody, I'm going to brag on this client of ours. His name is Weimer.
Yeah.
Weimer Works. And this guy started out as a brand new client with no clients at all in the pool service business. So he's in the business where he maintains and cleans your pool.
Mm-hmm.
How much sales do you think he's doing right now per week? This is his first time owning his own business. How much is he doing per week right now in sales on a weekly basis with no previous knowledge? And he pays us $1,700 a month to grow his company. How much do you think he's doing per week right now of sales?
Probably like 3,000 to 5,000.
Here we go. I'm pulling it up here. So he's doing $9,409 of business last week, which, just so we're clear, if you took 9,409 times 52, that means that he would bring in $489,000 of profit.
Wow.
And he just started, you know? And so I mentioned this because that's what we do. We teach people how to grow successful companies. And that's the whole mission why we do it. So I'm not a self-help group where I'm talking about how people feel. I'm talking about growing their companies, and everybody who works here needs to know that. Okay, next one.
26, written company values statement.
Written company values. In our culture, as it gets progressively more progressive, which I consider to be regressive, it's really important for people to know where you stand on things so that those things that are like as an example, have you guys seen have you guys been following the Target debauchery?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Let me just show this. This is wild. So Target, and I wish I was making this up, but this is a real thing. So Target, let me pull it up real quick. So this is a behind the scenes look at Target. There was a guy who was showing up with a phone. He thought he was going to do some investigative interviewing of Target employees. And I just want you to see this interaction.
Hey, do you guys support the satanic pride propaganda?
Yeah, both
You support it? You
Satan
say-
and pride.
You support Satan?
Mhm.
What's God gonna think of that?
I don't believe in God.
So you
Did
think
you need help with something?
you support the propaganda that's targeting the kids?
There's nothing targeting kids.
It's all over kids' TV shows. It's all over. They're targeting
Kids
the kids.
choose to wear whatever they want.
Do you support the sexualization of kids through pride propaganda?
So she has no problem with the pride throw Satan agenda. And they keep doing interviews with Target employees. You know, people keep showing up doing these like interviews. And what's crazy is as they do interviews with them, it's actually more concerning because the people that they intentionally hire at Target in large part share the same values. Have you watched this?
Support this?
What did I just say?
You support pride propaganda?
Please stop
Whoa,
using
I'm buying
bullshit.
this.
I need you to.
Whoa, let
you just
go,
said he's not
man.
Buying it.
I'm gonna buy it and burn it.
Oh,
Okay, that's your choice. You can totally do that.
Well, what I said is you need to leave. You can't ask anybody any more questions. You can't disrupt
Freedom of
any more
speech. Call the
people.
police.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, call them.
has he ever heard of the First
Trespass me. I don't care, dude.
Okay.
Clearly.
You think I care if you trespass? I've done this
No,
1,000
we don't.
times.
That's
You guys are satanic.
true.
See, open satanic. Satanists, guys. That's what we're gonna get up against. Is open.
And this is a real thing. They don't have a problem. It's like, I mean, it's maybe shocking to people that don't know of that agenda. But if you happen to be, if Pride Month is your favorite month, you're going to love working at Target because that's what they're all about at Target. And it's not shocking. But we're in a time in our culture now where people have to pick a side. You know, you have to pick a side in what you stand for. So you got to document those values. What's the next one?
27, frequently asked questions document.
There's questions that will be asked often, so you might as well document them so that way employees can refer to them. Next one.
28, written company policies.
That would just be like today we have somebody that I'm probably gonna have to fire, you know, and it's ridiculous, but it's like we've written the person up multiple times. And can I tell you that the things we've written them up for?
yeah.
Sure.
We have multiple companies, and so there's a lot of these things are not in this physical building, but this person keeps sleeping at the job.
What?
True story.
It's not us, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
But it's like an adult who's actually sleeping at their job, like a all out face plant asleep. And so I've got multiple companies where it is possible to work in an office environment where people can't see you. Here it's different because it's kind of open. But some of the other offices, it's more remote. And this person, we tell them, hey, you can't be sleeping. And they're like, oh, thank you for telling me. I guess I forgot. You know, so after you write someone up multiple times, you need to have things documented what happens. So this person will get fired. It shouldn't be shocking. Okay, next one.
29. Templates of online marketing materials.
Anything you're going to use to market the company needs to be documented and saved somewhere. Next.
30. Templates of offline marketing materials.
Yep, keep going.
31. Templates of legal agreements.
Legal agreements. So there's no need to sit there and reinvent the wheel every time you have a legal agreement. As an example, if you own a gym, one of my longtime clients is called colawfitness.com. And every time they sign up someone for a gym membership, they're not pondering what kind of agreement to give you. It's not a new negotiation every time. They have an agreement for their month-to-month gym service. Phone companies do the same thing. Okay, next.
32. Templates of sales contracts.
That's big. Again, if you're selling something like houses, one of my clients, shawhomes.com, we've helped them to grow from a $16 million business to $150+ million company. You can't reinvent the wheel every single time you have an agreement. Next.
33. Delivery timetables.
It's so important if you have a product or a service that you sell, whether it be jewelry. We've helped a lot of jewelry stores, whether it be a dentist, doctor, home remodeler. You want to be able to tell the customer this is when you can expect the result. Okay, next.
34. Job descriptions.
Job descriptions are really big as a company scales and you get more narrow. In this particular office, I like everyone to learn everything. So if you guys worked here for an extended period of time, you'd also learn sales and you learn video and you learn photography. I like it that way. But like at the haircut business, I hire hairstylists just to cut hair. So there's a description of what they do. Next.
35. Project management tools / company-wide to-do list management systems.
Oh, that's so massive. That way everybody's accountable for what they're supposed to do. Have you guys ever organized a thing? And again, I'm just being vague, where, somebody's supposed to bring something to the party. Someone else is supposed to bring something to the party. It's a party now. Okay. So guy number 1's supposed to bring a food. Lady number 1's supposed to bring some food. Dude number 2 is supposed to bring the beverages, and we're all supposed to show up at 7. And of the 3 people that were supposed to bring something, only 2 did or only 1 did. Has that ever happened, Melody?
Yes.
And MC, this has happened to you?
Not at a party, but in other situations.
But it's happened.
Yes, it is one of top 10 most frustrating and inconvenient things to deal with.
So if you guys are here on a consistent basis over time, you'll notice I'm always remodeling, and basically renovating the property. I'm always adding things. And so I draw up a diagram of what I'm looking for to be done by our landscaper. So he has the diagram. We have a checklist, and every day we follow up on it. So we're on the same page. And whether you're hiring a subcontractor or a full-time employee, you've got to be on the same page. Okay, next one.
36. Visual product / system diagrams.
It's so important that you have visual diagrams, blueprints, workflows, something people can see so they understand what they're doing. Next.
37. Budgeting templates.
If you have a business that requires you to give people a quote, you want to have a system for doing that. Next.
38. Automated data backups.
I've never had a problem where I can't find my passwords, but most people do. And it's because everything is saved here in a certain way. And I would encourage everybody out there, if you're listening today and you can't find your passwords, there's always some confusion about it. Let's document them. On to the next one.
39. Databases of critical information.
You want to have a database. So today I'm sending out a text message to approximately 500,000 people, giving them an update for letting them know some things that I believe are critical for them to know. And so I'm going to send it out, boom, and it goes out to that database. Next.
40. Tracking sheet.
The tracking sheet allows you to track the success or lack of success of your company. So this is an example. This is Weimer right here. Let's take a guess here, Melody. Let's see if this is good. How many clients does he have right now?
He has 43.
Boom. Okay. And how many package A's does he have?
21.
How many package B's?
11.
How many package C's?
7.
Nice. Okay. And so he spent $0 on advertising last week and got all those leads. So therefore it's $0 per lead.
Nice.
Okay. You can see the sales. You just have to track this. And that way it's very easy for other people to understand what is going on. Next one.
All right. 41. Organizational charts.
An org chart is big. You probably won't see one here very much. But if you, Andrew, like at the top of the org chart in this particular office, I happen to be at the top of that. And then Andrew's just underneath that, and everything runs through Andrew essentially. But then I always assign kind of a point person. So if you ever need help, you can go to that person. And I like to keep my org chart kind of flat. I don't like to have a lot of layers to it, but you need to document how, so everyone on your team knows where to go for help. Okay, next one.
Yeah, 42. Pre-approved forms.
Yeah, again, just everything needs to be pre-approved, pre-written, documented, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every day. Next one.
43. Pre-approved vendor contacts.
Yep. Again, there's no reason your team should look around looking for the mariachi phone number every time you do a conference. You just say the numbers, and that way it's all organized. Next.
44. Master marketing calendar.
Yeah, you want to have a marketing calendar. This is big for a lot of businesses. So What month, MC, do you speculate, as we're a business growth company, what month of the year do you speculate or do you guess that we're the busiest? Like we're the most, we only take on 160 clients, but what month do you think the most people say, I'm going to reinvent my business? Woo! What month do most people reach out?
January.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. So in January, it'll be like 10 times as many people reaching out for help as in the summer.
Yep.
That's just how people think. They want to renew their business at the beginning of the year. So that's why we're always at 160 clients, but we might have on a typical week, 10 to 15 people a week that reach out to become a client. But during January, it might be 100 a week. Okay, next.
45, pre-written legal documents for predictable issues, employee non-compete violations, etc.
Exactly. Okay, keep going.
46, monthly/weekly reporting documents.
Yep, next one.
47, search engine optimization content production templates.
You guys will not probably work on the search engine team this summer. But if you did, there's a lot of, well, I guess because when do you go to college there, Melody?
August.
So you might do some search engine before it's all done. And MC, when do you go back to school?
August.
Okay.
I did actually do some search engine for like the first 2 hours I was here.
Okay, you did a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone will get cross-trained. But again, if you're out there today and you're trying to figure out how to build systems and processes so you can scale your company, a couple solutions here for you. One, you can go to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire, and you can download a copy of the book we just referenced today. That book is called A Millionaire's Guide, How to Become Sustainably Rich. Also, you can go to thrivetimeshow.com. You can book a ticket to our in-person 2-day interactive business workshops. That's at thrivetimeshow.com. And the third is you can schedule a one-on-one coaching session with myself to see if you're a good fit for the ongoing coaching. And again, that's $1,700 a month, 1,700 per month. We've been doing this since 2005. It works. And if you don't believe me, click on the testimonials button where you're going to see thousands upon thousands of people on both video and in written form documenting their successes. And our average client is around over 6 years. So we have a lot of longevity with those clients. But again, thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate you. And if you're out there today, again, just know you too can have massive success this year. So now, without any further ado, I like to end every show with a boom. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Yeah, yeah. Digital shoppers, digital shoppers. Yeah. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Yeah. Target is targeting your kids. Yeah. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target.
3, 2, 1, and first off, I'm a little pissed off. Long overdue for the target boycott. Can't stand for Satan if you stand for God. Chip and Joanna should be sure their thoughts. And mess all the green, I'm made of rot. They should be out calling out target a lot at the front lines leading that target boycott. But they're not.
Why they pushing agenda, promoting sexual genders? I'm only rocking with Bruce, don't rock with no Caitlyn Jenner. You think that gay shit gon' get you paid? Yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2024, we trumpin', baby. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Heard the news story, targeting kids. They going after our youth, and yeah, they do it like this. If you ain't mad yet, well, then you better be pissed. Let's protest until they close and they ain't gonna be missed. Why they got pride shirts in the kids' clothing section? Why they trying to mess with the kids and give misconceptions? They manipulating minds and making evil impressions. Got little boys tucking out by time they teens got depression.
We need to clean up on every island inside this door. Satan resides. Wash it with the blood of Christ. It's needed here, so don't think twice. Dating with a Satanist, we all know this is the end. God is coming for revenge. Target is targeting.
They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target,
had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to, first of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah. So here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months. Or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Moore. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. 1 month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Crockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours where he does these tours all across the country where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy, Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company or, navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns, because our clubs were all closed for.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us. This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right? So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood. This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrive Time Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wimpy with Tip Top Canine, and I'm the founder.
I'm Rachel Wimpy, and I am a co-founder.
So we've been running Tip Top for about the last 14 years, franchising for the last 3-4 years. So someone that'd be a good fit for Tip Top loves dogs, they're high energy, they want to be able to own their own job, but they don't want to worry about, that high failure rate. They want to do that like bowling with bumper lanes.
So you give us a call, reach out to us, we'll call you, and then we'll send you an FDD, look over that, read it, fall asleep to it, it's very boring, and then we'll book a discovery day, and you come and you can spend a day or two with us to make sure that you actually like it, make sure training dogs is something that you want to do.
So an FDD is a franchise disclosure document. It's a federally regulated document that goes into all the nitty-gritty details of what the franchise agreement entails.
So who would be a good fit to buy a Tip Top Canine would be somebody who loves dogs, who wants to work with dogs all day as their profession. You'll make a lot of money, you'll have a lot of fun, it's very rewarding. And who would not be a good fit is a cat person.
So the upfront cost for Tip Top is $43,000. And a lot of people say they're generating doctor money, but on our disclosure, the numbers are anywhere from over $1 million a year in dog training, what our Oklahoma City location did last year, to 25, 35 grand a month.
To train and get trained by us for Tip Top Canine, to run your own Tip Top Canine, you would be with us for 6 weeks here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So we've been married for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. So if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, maybe I want to be a dog trainer. Hey, that one sounds super amazing. Go to our website, tiptopcanine.com, click on the yellow franchising tab, fill out the form, and Rachel and I will give you a call. Our Oklahoma City location last year, they did over $1 million. He's been running that shop for 3 years. Before, he was a youth pastor with 0 sales experience, 0 dog training experience before he ever met with us.
So just call us, come spend a day with us, spend a couple days with us, make sure you like training dogs, and own your own business.
Well, the biggest reason to buy a Tip Top Canine is so you own your own job and you own your own future, and you don't hate your life. You get an enjoyable job that brings a lot of income, but is really rewarding.
My name is Seth Flint, and I had originally heard about Tip Top Canine through my old pastors who I worked for. They trained their Great Pyrenees with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. They did a phenomenal job and became really good friends with Ryan and Rachel. I was working at a local church, and it was a great experience. I ended up leaving there and working with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about being self-employed is that I can create my own schedule. I have the ability to spend more time with my family, my wife, and my daughter. So my very favorite thing about training dogs with Tip Top Canine is that I get to work with the people. Obviously, I love working with dogs, but it's just so rewarding to be able to train a dog that had serious issues, whether it's behavioral or whatever, and seeing a transformation, taking that dog home, and mom and dad are literally in tears because of how happy they are with the training. If somebody is interested, I'd say don't hesitate. Make sure you like dogs. Make sure that you enjoy working with people because we're not just dog trainers. We are customer service people that help dogs, and so definitely don't hesitate. Just come in and ask questions. Ask all the questions you have.